Hey guys, welcome to a segment of Mom and Son, Daniel and Carleatha. With our random moments.
Random moment.
We're in Marshall's.
I'm sitting down. We're not supposed to do this. We're sitting down in the store. This is a chair. It's a chair with a tag on it.
Daniel is happy, honey, because you know Daniel has been like on the men's section, talking. So in shopping. So Daniel, let's continue our conversation with these. Oh Jesus, I'm messing up the set.
She likes the camera specifically on her, like she's the star of the show, and she's.
I am.
No, you're not. I'm the manufacturer. What you think? I am. Funny. That sounds really cocky, but only I can make it sound humble.
Oh God! So we gotta wear a mask when we inside the store. Okay?
I do like this. I can't breathe.
Yeah. So, damn. So we want to talk about with you all.
See, I should just yell my name out for no reason. That's what you do all the time.
Daniel. Okay. So anyway, what we want to talk about today is women. I don't know if you all know, but there is some male groups called Red Pill,
MGTOW,
and MGTOW.
MGTOW, whatever it's called, man.
Yeah.
Big toe.
Yeah. Where they're teaching men to only spend money on women like a $5
cup of coffee.
Coffee. They only
take it to
men,
McDonald's.
Yeah, and men, women, we've been
Burger
thinking
King.
like, okay, what's wrong with this guy? Why he don't like me? But he is only liking you for sexual favors, and he had never has a plan.
You only want that Isley brother, sexual healing.
That ain't sexual healing. That was
that,
Marvin Gaye.
See, that's not my generation.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm quite sure I know I bumped into a guy that was like, he used to say, I'll meet you for a cup of coffee. Oh, we gonna go Dutch. And that's what they teaching men, to go Dutch. Only pay for their part of the meal. To only spend no more than a cup of coffee on a woman. They never have a plan of marrying you. They only want to use you for their advantage.
Yeah, it's a booty call.
Well, not just that. I'm talking about like whatever they like I know a guy that he was more into me for like because of all of my talents and gifts that I do. So he was more into me for like favor, the doors that I could get us into and what he could do for me to make him look good. That's what I did. I made him look good for the moment. And I started realizing, okay, he's not trying to get serious. He would act like he was getting serious. That's how they do, right? They try to act like they're getting serious with you, but they never have the intention of getting serious or marrying you. And that women has been like, oh my God. And they say it started because of the feminist movement of women. These strong women, they're intimidated. To me, I feel like they're intimidated by a strong woman. And a man that's intimidated by a strong woman, he's a weak man to me. He's a cover-up, because why would you be intimidated by a strong woman when we're taught to be strong after a man dies, when we have to be single parents, the single mom, you have to be strong. The situations make you strong. You have no choice but to be strong. It's not because you chose to be, but you're not supposed. You can't be weak being a single mom and raising a son. I can't be strong. I mean, weak. There's no way. So even with life and the way life is and being in the pandemic, you better be strong. So it's like, and the way the world is, you better make some money and you better be doing your own thing these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you shouldn't be united, but telling a woman that she can't be strong, I'm just totally against that. I just feel like, men using women for. A woman doesn't know that the man has no intention on ever marrying her.
It's hard to breathe this thing.
Yeah, it is hard. You gotta keep breathing. I'm sorry, guys.
Keep going like that.
But hey, COVID, baby. And we inside the store, so you can't see us. See, you do like that for a moment. So, yeah. But that's just the thing that really I wanted to talk about, because when I heard this pastor and wife talking about it on Instagram, it just really blew me.
Yeah,
and
I had feeling. It's like you don't know the names of it, right? But you know like different types of dudes.
Yeah.
And different types of women. But you don't know like, okay, what do I classify or categorize the people? Like, what is the name?
Yeah.
That's the name. MGTOW, red pill. For
and
for women.
And they say those groups are on YouTube.
It's feminists and I guess it's feminist. I don't know. And then blue pill.
Blue pill is the Viagra.
No, what's the woman? Blue pill. Red pill's the dude. Blue pill's the woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm still learning. I'm still.
Yeah, man, I looked it up. It said red pill, blue pill.
Hold on, my suspender came apart in the back.
But anyway, my view on it, it's just that it's on both sides.
Yeah,
both sides, man. It's just the feminist thing. I don't know all the other names for it, but the feminist thing is a little. Apparently, it's what caused red pill to come out. In MGTOW.
Yeah. And so...
But you think about it. When you look at history, women, were trying to come out in the 1950s. I'm just a housewife or a teacher or I don't know, I'm a cook, I'm a waitress, that type
teacher,
of thing.
Yeah.
Like waitresses, teachers, like 1950s, and like waitresses, teachers, and things of that nature.
Now women are, we on the move.
And because of that, like the women's suffrage, women decided to come out of that and be more than that, because they are more than that. They've always been more than that. But then some took it too far, and that's what caused feminism. The feminists come out, where it's like women are, stronger, more powerful than men, whatever that crap is. I don't believe in that. It's supposed to be it's an equal thing, not that. It's on a certain note. My thing is that it's trying to say that you either want red pill, which is, I guess red pill is like men, deciding. It's like the anti-feminism. That's basically what that is. Red pill.
Oh, okay.
MGTOW is also, but it's just men doing their own thing.
And have no intention of ever getting married. They have no intentions of ever getting married to you. They only want you for sexual pleasures, and they're not going to spend their money on you. That's just their goal. They're going to get.
It's not too so much of that. It's just they don't. Their idea of women is just. It's
well,
minute.
From what we were told, what I was told, and what I heard is that they never have the intention of ever marrying you. They never have intention. Their whole plan is never to spend money, because they're not going to invest money in a woman they're not going to marry. So that's why they do. Watch for those men. They say, okay, we can do Dutch. You pay your way, I pay my way. They do more of that, and the most they're going to spend on you is a nice coffee shop like Starbucks. That kind of caliber, Coffee Bean. They're going to go to a nice coffee shop. But $5, so it's to make you think they're spending money on you, like but they're only going to spend $5. What is $5 for a man?
Or you ask them to go out to eat, and it's like the mediocre restaurants.
And it's going to be Dutch.
So the Chili's are like, what's another one? It's like
TGI Fridays.
Applebee's, TGI
Fridays. They're not, but they're not spending the money though. They're going to do Dutch with you.
Yeah.
You pay your way.
You pay.
Yeah,
they're into that too.
They're into that. Yeah, they surely are. They're into you paying or Dutch.
It's like chivalry out the window, basically. It's like you open your own door.
Exactly.
It's their way of saying, okay. So it's like feminism trying to say we're equal to a man, right?
Well,
listen. Because the feminism thing is they're equal to a man, right?
Okay.
So they're saying, okay, so I'm gonna treat you like you're a man. I'm not gonna open the door for you. I'm not gonna pay for your meal. It's basically what that is.
So, but then another thing too, I'm gonna tell you about how it made me feel. It made me feel some type of way because, I'm 51. So, how women, we start thinking that maybe there's something wrong with us. All the time. It's us. There's something wrong with me. I'm not married. It
confuses the women who aren't in that group.
And so, to me, it made me, through prayer and seeking God, and God began to say, that's why I'm out. In 2020, reason why a lot of things were happening is to open people's eyes, to make them more aware. Women, you were not the cause. I'm still dealing with God's still dealing with his men. And because only God can change this, right? So it's like, almost like it's going to like balance out the woman. I mean, it's okay to be strong, but you got to still remember that
gender roles.
You know your. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Know your. Hold on, then.
Yeah.
Know your proper place, posture, and position as a woman, so that you don't turn off a man. Then men know how to treat a woman.
Yeah.
A woman is something you don't verbal abuse,
Right.
something that you don't physically abuse,
Right.
someone you don't talk down to. Let her be. It's okay for her to be boss in her world as far as like owning her businesses. Making moves. You don't have to be intimidated or jealous by that. And I think a lot of men, because maybe they don't have their things right, they haven't dealt with childhood issues, they are jealous of the woman that is strong. So when you have a man that's jealous of the woman that's strong, it's because he has insecurities. So those kind of men tend to go to those kind of groups, the red pill, the MGTOW. They kind of go to those groups because they haven't dealt with their core issues.
Right.
So they're insecure. So,
You can't even afford to pay for the meals that that's gonna have.
And they basically live on women. The old folks used to call it gigolos back in the day. But
I'm a gigolo who make a lot today.
Oh, Jesus. But anyway, so we just wanted to come on and give you some eye-opening to be aware of. Because, as a woman, and I'm 51, I know there's many women who are going like, hey, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've been thinking it's been me. It's just been me.
It gives you a whole different.
Yeah, it gives you a whole different perspective. That there are a lot of men who, and what I heard is a lot of men. And I think I was involved with a man that was like that because things just wasn't adding up, right? It's like all of a sudden at the end, he almost became narcissist, like trying to make it like it was my fault so he could break out the relationship so he wouldn't get serious. By this time, I caught on to what he was doing, and the tables turned, and like he's more or less hurt that I don't have nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? It's more or less like it's like I trumped his game. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't know I was trumping his game towards the MGTOW and red pill. I didn't know about that. But when I heard about it, I said, that's the kind of guy I was dating. Everything the people were describing was him. Okay. So, well, I'm just going to tell you, beware. Beware, women, beware, beware, beware.
Yeah.
We love you. This has been Daniel and Carleatha.
No, I'm not done
Mom
yet.
and son.
You're not done yet.
Oh,
you spoke for like 8 minutes or whatever.
I still want to finish shopping because I didn't go to the other stores.
I get that, but I need to talk too.
Okay, go ahead.
This ain't just beware women.
Okay.
Beware men too. Of
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
It's both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's not one sided.
That's true.
This whole thing is not one sided.
Okay.
It ain't just men. And it ain't just women either. It's both. Both take the fault in this type of thing. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, you have the women who took it too far, and the men who reacted to it is like, what the heck? So it's like we start this group when in actuality men were wrong from the get-go, from the very beginning. But
I'm just being a mom fixing your hair.
Oh, because just having a I don't want to say like dumbing down or like belittling. That's what it seems like to women, to just being those roles they were back in the day. Mm-hmm. Caused that, because it was a big thing. Women couldn't vote.
Yeah.
You couldn't do a lot of things on back in the day. 60, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, whatever. 40s, 50s, 30s, time periods. So, you had the women who, how do I say, got to the positions of power, and then the men who were not, and like, were jealous of that, like what Mom was saying. Mm-hmm. So,
and
their
I
reaction
think,
to it.
Well, I just want to piggyback on what you're saying about the
I'm not done. I want you to piggyback on it. You had your moment to shine. It's my turn.
You see how we are.
See, us trying to one side this
No, I was just commenting to what you were just saying.
The men know how to, because you have women walking around. I don't need you. I don't need a man. And see, that message spread across the world, so to speak.
Yeah.
To where men was like, so this is how women feel. Now, it wasn't every woman saying that at all. It's just those particular women who were saying, I don't need a man, but unfortunately it was publicized too much, to a point where it's like, men are like, wow, so she's saying she don't need me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't need her. And that's what MGTOW is.
Wow.
Men going their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Because when women took their own way, but remember, it was men, and doing wrong from the very beginning. This was the cause, feminism. So to come against it was MGTOW, red pill. So it's like you could say it's more of a fault on the men's part, but it doesn't justify
the actions,
the rebuttal of the feminism thing.
Yeah,
because the feminism thing is still happening today, and it's strong. Like, you have all these, even in rap songs, you hear like,
even 15 minutes.
We can cut some out. Even over
Just remember, when it goes over, guys, go to our YouTube channel.
Sure, go to YouTube.
Anytime our videos go over 15 minutes, go to YouTube.
YouTube. It's on her YouTube channel, Carleatha Wells.
Yes.
Subscribe and like it and share it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The link will be in the description. But it doesn't justify either thing. Either one is, because it was all wrong from the get-go. So it's like, how do you fix this? Only person who can do it, God. That's the only one, because it's been too long of either one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, women are like going out there like, why can't I find a decent man? Like, well, unfortunately, when you look at it, he's filled with all these different, how I call it, like indifferent ideas of women. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Because it's the whole thought. The whole thoughts of these groups, or what they're based on, is indifferent.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Feminism, like the feminism purpose is to be equal to, and to show that we're more powerful than men. Right? The whole women's movement. It doesn't include men at all. It's just, you don't need them, basically.
Yeah.
And so the anti thing is, for men, red pill, MGTOW, is the rebuttal. The response to that.
Yeah.
So all I think would need to happen is a lot of prayer, and
a lot of understanding
understanding of what either one is, and to truly understand the gender roles. I think that's what honestly needs to happen, because nobody's really laid down, because everybody has their own opinions and ideas about it.
Not just
what is the role of a woman in a relationship, marriage, whatever, and what is the role of a man in a relationship, marriage, whatever. And then what is being submissive? What exactly is that? Because to a man, being submissive is you do everything I tell you. Sometimes I tell you to do.
And then women
and
like,
that's not it. That's
women
not it at all.
we like,
if you look at definition,
no, honey.
It's not. And there's too many definitions for it. It's so confusing.
Don't hit the title.
And then for women, being submissive is, we don't really know. I've never really heard a woman actually speak on it.
No, yes, I have. I've spoken on the many times. You chose to ignore me. Women, we think of being submissive means like the man is the head, but you don't control me.
Right.
As far as like I'm your child,
like it's like a tyrant type thing.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's more or less like I come to my husband as my protection, my leader, my my protector. Submissive, that he's
the provider. Is what it seems like.
The head provider, because both women, a woman bringing in bacon
and a
too.
man like that too. That's the thing. A man like, I don't know one that don't. I don't know a good one, but like that don't like a woman who's contributing to the table.
Well, hold on. They got some women. Hold on. See, that's why I totally disagree, because there's some men who the wife don't work, but she is contributing. Maybe not financially, because like, when you take care of a house and you cooking and cleaning.
I wasn't meaning that.
That's you didn't
what I mean is that I said some men like a woman who is contributing financially to the table. We already know they doing all that, which is why you have those men who is totally fine with a woman not working at all. But in today's time, that's sometimes
there's some men that don't want like that pastor and wife. She don't want.
That's what I just said. There are some men like that man who are totally fine with the woman not working, or tell the wife, I don't want you to work. This is why I work so hard. I don't want you to work at all.
No, see, that's when you say it like that. You tell. We don't like that. I know, but listen, hold on.
I'm not trying to get all into that.
But you just said it's about the submissive part.
No,
so I'm clearing up what submissive means to a woman.
I'm saying there are some relationships. I like that. I'm just saying,
like,
the woman doesn't want to work.
No, hold on. I'm clearing up. You can't ask a question about submissive and say you never heard it, because then you looking like you're not hearing me, and that's what women don't like. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what we think about submissive. You're not telling me what to do.
Yeah, right.
That's my choice, and you honored my choice. You understand? It's not you tell a child what to do.
Yeah.
It was her choice that was agreed upon. Her freedom. Mm-hmm. Don't take that away from her. That's what it's supposed to be. Not I tell you not to work. That's the tyrant.
Yes.
So you don't tell a woman what to do. You're not her. You're not. See that men think of that being some men think of that being submissive, and a woman is like in today's time. No, you don't tell me what to do because I'm your. You could ask me. It's my choice that I choose to stay home and take care of the family, even if she worked out of the home. It doesn't matter. It's a every relationship. It's an agreed upon. It doesn't make you better because you stay at home and the other woman choose to work. It doesn't. It's not like that. It's a choice, an individual choice.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's what people have got to understand. It's an individual choice. Mm-hmm. Whether a woman, what she feels is her part to contribute to the family. There's some men who love to cook more than a woman.
Yeah, it's true.
Whatever works for your home and your individuality. Not what society says.
It seems more like...
Hold on a second. Get society out of your relationships. And what works for the two?
That's individual. That's what I'm saying. There has to be some kind of understanding.
Yeah.
And my point is, all of this should be talked about before you go into a commitment. Like a relationship.
The table, son.
Right? Like this should all be talked about.
Like the pastor. You gotta
I'm sorry, I had the table. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. But that's why I think that's another way of healing it, is the communication part. Somebody tell me I need to put my mask on.
You keep taking it off.
I'm sorry, I can't breathe with this. Is hard to breathe with this song.
You just gotta do what we gotta do.
I know it's gonna be the knee on, huh?
Yep.
But it has to be. There's not enough being talked about. Is what I think. Mm-hmm. The communication factor is not fully in, and that's what causes problems later on in a relationship. Like to dissolve this whole. You even running into or getting involved with somebody who's MGTOW, who's on the feminism or red pill, blue pill, whatever, all these different groups, who are anti-men, anti-women, or whatever. It's just from the get-go, be 100% transparent and real.
Yeah.
Like because I think what it is, it's like you don't want to communicate that. You say, that's going to ruin everything, right? Mm-hmm. If you say, hey, I'm not really into you for long term.
Yeah, you should tell people up front.
I just won't some
that's I just won't. And then that brother gotta go. Because I don't know too many decent women.
And opposite, it may seem like a man is.
Well, I tell you what, with all the diseases that's going on,
listen,
you better stay celibate.
Listen. And even for the other side, I personally. When one woman telling me she only want me for sex, because if you watch the movie,
you got that thing on my whip.
The movie Boomerang, Eddie Murphy felt violated. Remember?
Yeah.
So it's like that's how I feel. I wouldn't go for a woman like that. I wouldn't want to be involved with her. There are some men who are desperate, whatever. But if that's from the get-go, I don't think either gender in their right mind will go for that. You know what I mean? So that's why it's not spoken about. But it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting that other person's time. It's very selfish, you know what I mean? To find out 3 years later.
I think we're going to have another segment of this.
To find out 3 years later, all he ever wanted. 3 years and however many coffee dates later.